Hello, you're listening to The Business of Glamping and Unique Holiday Rentals, Episode 3. This is where we love to talk about tips, tricks, and inspirations for anyone hosting guests in unique structures like tree houses, cabins, canvas structures, and everything in between. We tackle the A to Z of turning your passion into profits. And today I'm asking, what are the signs that you're heading for glamping business success? So let's get started. Glamping and unique holiday rentals are surging in popularity with the growing desire of customers to book holidays that deliver an experience. They are also the new business of choice for those wanting to improve their work-life balance. So how do you build a strong business like this that gives you the life you need and a great investment? I'm Sarah Riley, and I want to share what I've discovered after being immersed in this industry for over 20 years to inspire you to find out more about what's going on. Welcome, this is The Business of Glamping and Unique Holiday Rentals. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming here and joining me, spending a bit of time delving into everything about glamping businesses and unique holiday rentals, and to figure out how you can make a profit from this industry, which is a very exciting place to be, I have to say. It's a very new and young industry. It's been growing consistently, and it's even turned from being considered to be a trend to now a very serious business model that even the big hotel chains are considering. So it's definitely something worth paying attention to. It's something that customers are saying they're interested in. They are changing their behavior and, more importantly, changing their purchase behavior. And they are moving in the direction of wanting to focus on holidays and breaks with their family and getting away from the monotony of life and just basically to relax and chill and kick back and have a nice time. But they're wanting more than that. They're now looking for an experience. They're wanting to purchase a service that will help them have an experience of something different that they wouldn't normally get the opportunity to try out. So that's why glamping and unique holiday rentals are surging at the moment, and why so many other business owners are having a lot of success in this area. But I've had an opportunity in my time in this industry to work with many different individuals, many different personalities, and different people who show different signs of whether they are going to be successful or not. I've been in this industry so many years now that I've actually had an opportunity to watch these individuals journey through their business and progress with what they're doing. And I have had the opportunity to see whether they are actually a success with what they do, or whether they are not quite the same and don't have quite the same level of impact as others do. Now, I found this really interesting. So why is it that some people are very successful while others are not? What is it that makes that difference? What are the success accelerators that some people have while others don't? So I had a little opportunity recently to have a look at the different characteristics of those people I've worked with who have been particularly successful. So for some reason, what they have done, whatever they've done, and there are many different things you can do in this industry, whatever they've done, they've been a success. They've been able to achieve something great, something quite magnificent. And so I've looked through and picked out what I believe are some of the key success accelerators. So if you want to be a successful business owner in this industry, then you need to pay attention to these signs. Are you showing these signs? Do you have these as your trump card to help you gain success where others may not? So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. I'm really interested in what you think about it. It's amazing that this podcast is already getting 5-star reviews. Thank you so much for that. It's amazing. It makes my life worth living, quite frankly, and it's why I do what I do. If I don't get a review back from you to say you're liking this content, I'm not going to know if you like the content. So it would be really great for me if you do feel inspired by what I share and what I give to you, that I can use that and your review and what you say in your review as a way of being able to give you more content in the future that will help you on your own journey in this industry. So thank you so much for whoever left that 5-star review. It was amazing of you. Please do sign your name at the end of it so that I can give you the credit you deserve. And it's really nice because I feel we're a bit of a community when we come together like that. So please do say who you are. It's so amazing. Please leave a review for future episodes. I'd be so grateful. But in the meantime, I'm going to share with you what I believe are some of the key indicators that you will be a success in this industry by setting up a glamping business or a unique holiday rental to engage people, to engage your guests, and to get them coming back for more, and more importantly, to grow a profit, to make your business sustainable. So the first sign is that you don't hold your cards too close to your chest. Now, this is really important when it comes to setting goals and to say that you're going to achieve certain things. If you have in your mind what you're going to do and you don't talk about it, then no one can hold you accountable. And this is why this works so well, to be open with everyone and to say, this is what we're planning to do. This is how we're planning to do it. And what do you think? Not only are you putting yourself out there and you're holding yourself accountable by sharing that information, so people will say, how are you developing with that? Or how is that coming for you? Or is that happening? And how well is it going? I'd like to hear more when you launch. So all of those comments encourage you to focus on what you're providing and to get it done sooner. But also, it allows you to get feedback from those you're talking to about it, so they can tell you whether they think it's a great idea, whether your ideas are fabulous, or whether it's just a bit samey and everyone else is doing it, or that they stayed in a place like that and they didn't like it very much, or whatever it might be. Being able to share that information with others means that you get that valuable feedback and you are held accountable. Another thing that I've noticed in that, those people who are successful invite feedback. They're not scared of it. And when they get that feedback, they listen to it and they act upon it. That, again, is really important, a fantastic way of developing what you are planning to offer as a service. And when you are offering that service, you know and you master your sales process. This is another really important way of making sure that your business is going to be successful. At the end of the day, you are providing a service and you want to be proud of that service. You want to build a service that is just the most amazing thing that you can provide, but you're still having to sell it. Obviously, the more marketing you have in place, the less you have to actually really sell it, because the marketing will do that for you. But by having an irresistible offer, to be able to describe that and to give it great value really means that you will master that process and you will help people to really just say, oh yeah, I need that and I want it and I'm going to get it. It actually is perfect for me and that's what I want. So I'm going to get my card out of my wallet. Here you go, have my money. You have absolutely said everything that I want and there you go. I'm happy to pay for it. So that is a key indicator that you're going to be successful. You know how to structure your sales process and you know how to give an irresistible offer to your audience and people who are interested in becoming your guest. But also, if you're going to be successful, you know how to stay focused and enjoy the thrill of the ride. For you, this is the best job you've ever had, even if it's just a side hustle at the moment, or if you're just developing your ideas. You're excited by it. Oh my goodness, you wake up thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. The adrenaline, the butterflies, the positive butterflies are going round in your gut when you're thinking about it because you're so excited by what you can do and what you can achieve. That excitement tells you you're onto something. That excitement tells you that your ideas are grounded in success. And it's really important to pay attention to those feelings. As long as you have those feelings in you, then you will have a passion to go forward and a passion to grow your business and make it successful. But also that you, in all of that, in developing your business and your business ideas, you know who your customer is, you know what their expectations are, and you know what their needs are. And you have put that into the very core of what you're going to offer. If you do that, when you finally do put out your amazing offers and you do put out your amazing service, your potential customers are going to say, "How did you know I needed that? That's exactly what I wanted." And that means that you are grounding the very foundations of your business in success. But you're not afraid to give stuff away for free either. This is one of the things I have seen in the most successful business owners. They're not afraid to give stuff away because they understand the return on their investment of giving that thing away for free. So, for example, a way that this might help is if you are promoting your business with the idea of generating a larger following, maybe through social media, or whatever it is that you're doing, working with a partner, a joint investment, whatever it might be, as some kind of venture that you're involved in. But you're not afraid to give stuff away for free because you understand that you are going to get a certain return for that investment that you've made, and you are able to measure that so that you understand that for this thing I'm giving away for free, I expect to get X amount of that back, whatever that thing is that you've decided. So you have been able to make that decision based on something that you have done, a calculation that you have made, and it is a calculated decision. And you are not afraid to give away those things because you know what you will get in return. Another thing that you will be doing while you're developing your business is eating, sleeping, and breathing your business. This is going to be hard work like nothing you've ever known, and you will be fully consumed by it. But you will be so passionate, so excited, you won't be able to stop talking about it. But you will understand when you need to maybe pull back a bit. Every now and again, just pull back, just to be able to spend time with your family, to go out and enjoy, say, a service similar to what you're going to enjoy, but that is provided by a competitor so that you can see what they're doing and you can get an overview of what you should maybe consider doing. And having that ability to pull back and look at your business from afar will give you a really good bird's eye view of exactly what you want to achieve. That bird's eye view, that vision, is so important for new businesses who can sometimes just get so consumed with what they're trying to do that they forget to take a look at the bigger picture and to say, is this going in the direction that I need it to go in? Is this going in the direction that my customers need it to go in? Is this good for my family? Is this good for me? Am I doing things in the right way? Or am I down a path of momentum? Then I need to maybe put the brakes on and just, check in on my bigger picture and my plan. Am I going in the right direction for all of this? but maybe do I need to tweak a few things? That is such an important skill to have. And for sure, whenever I have come across someone who is incredibly successful with what they do, they are able to have that bigger picture focus, the type of focus that a chief executive officer needs to have, a CEO of a business needs to have. Not necessarily the view that a worker would need to have, someone who's actually implementing things and implementing tasks within that process. Now, because often in this industry, the CEO and the workers are the same people, that's why it's so important to step into those different roles at different times so that you get a really good view of what you need to know when you need to know it to make those really important decisions. Another thing is to understand that the greatest rewards come from taking your own unconventional action, your own path, where few others have been before, by setting something up that's unique and inspired and different. You know that. You know what's right. You know what's good. You know why it should be different. You know why your service should be different and how it can be different. Because that's what this market is all about being unique, about being different, about generating an excitement around something that people haven't experienced before. I have seen great success from those businesses who have really focused on not being scared about offering something different, about being unconventional, even if that doesn't really fit well with everyone, even if that does maybe attract a few not the best reviews. They still know that what they offer is amazing for their audience that will love what they do. And all they need to do is make sure that they are putting their offer out in front of their audience, which is ideal for them. But they are not scared at taking that unconventional action, even if they don't know 100% what that will bring in the short term. But as they tweak their offering, they know what that will bring them in the long term, and they're not afraid of it. But also, small business owners are some of the world's most wonderfully intelligent, dedicated innovators who are not afraid to put in the time to research, to seek advice, to take action, to take chances, and to take those based on calculated risks. You don't get anything by taking no risks. Unfortunately, you have to take a risk, and that doesn't mean a risk in terms of money or business or family or any of those things, but it could just be in terms of having to put yourself out there as the owner of your business and part of your brand, and not really wanting to risk being that visible. But you have to. You have to be visible. You have to be part of your business. You have to put yourself out there. But know this, that most of your business growth and your personal growth will happen when you step outside of your comfort zone. If you stay within your safe and warm, comfortable area, in your comfortable zone, you're not going to move, you're not going to progress, you're not going to have those ups and downs that really make for massive growth. You need to step outside of your comfort area, even if that just means making an announcement to people, that your family, that this is what you're thinking of, this is what you're wanting to do, this is what you've been investigating or investing in. But it's about taking calculated risks, calculated based on good research, good advice, and also from knowing what works in the industry and what doesn't. That's where the magic happens. But also, you know how to network. You know how to speak to others who could help, or you could help them, and you're not afraid to build those relationships and nurture them. You're not afraid to step out of your comfort zone by going to events where you know there's going to be so much valuable information for you. It just means you have to put yourself out there and put yourself forward. Now, this is particularly hard for people like me who are actually natural introverts. But if you're an extrovert, you're fine and you'll fly with this one. But out there in the world, there are so many people who can help. But they won't want to help you unless you build those relationships and become part of a community and offer things to that community for nothing, and to not expect things back every time you give something out. But that will pay you dividends in the long run when you nurture those relationships and build those relationships. When you really need something then in the future, need some advice or help or whatever it might be, you can ask your community for help, and they will be there to support you. I see this all the time in my Facebook group that I have, the Glamping Business group. It's a place where people can give information to and advice to others who are struggling with things, even if that's just struggling to make an impact or make a decision or find an insurance company or whatever it might be for their particular country, so they can network with other people from their own country. And building those relationships means that you get so much back. But you don't get anything back unless you put in a bit of time and effort into building those relationships. So where I've seen people be the most successful of a group of people, they have been the ones that understand to accelerate their success, they need to make an investment into nurturing their relationships with others. And that's why I built that community, to help people to do that. But it's also a mindset. It's a mindset to know what works and what doesn't. So if you have a great mindset, if you have that belief that you can get what you need whenever you need it, that anything is possible with work, yes, but anything is possible, then you can achieve that. It just needs some mindset and some mindset practices. Now, believe it or not, this is actually all anchored in science, because there is a thing called brain plasticity. If you keep thinking and visualizing of something, such as your success or your ability to achieve something that you're specifically looking at achieving, then it helps to develop the pathways in your brain called brain plasticity. And those pathways are made stronger. That has a direct impact on you, and that helps you achieve what you want to achieve. So this was shown in science when they did a research program which looked at a number of people who wanted to get fitter. So one group, they split them into 3 groups. One group, they gave them an exercise plan. The control group, they said, just kind of do nothing and we'll see how you go. And the third group, they just got them to think about doing the exercise plan, but not actually doing the exercise plan. Now, the amazing thing about this was that obviously those who did the exercise were the ones who got fitter. Those in the control group who did nothing different, they pretty much stayed the same. But those in the research program who focused on thinking about doing those exercises and being fitter, they did become fitter. Their muscles became stronger and their overall fitness had improved. Obviously not as much as those who actually did the exercise, but much more than those who did nothing. I think that's simply stunning. So thinking was enough. Now, I know this because I had a major brain damage when I had a stroke back in 2009. And for all the damage it did to my brain, and I've seen this on MRI scans. There was a lot of damage done. My brain rewired itself and it moved, and it was like it was fluid, it was plastic. It was able to remold itself and to make new neural pathways to allow me to think differently and to do things differently. So this is why it's so important to have those mindset practices. And I've seen that the most successful individuals in this industry and in many others have great mindset practices. This helps with things like imposter syndrome, which so many people have when they're saying to themselves, who am I to be here, to be offering this, to want to set up this business? Who am I? People are going to, laugh at me for what I want to do. People are going to ridicule me if I'm not successful. But it's not about that. That's just focusing on the negative. That's just going to make more negative pathways through your brain. And so you'll start to believe that you're not good enough, and you'll start to believe that you don't have confidence, that you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Instead, if you look at different techniques to help you focus on, yes, I am good enough, I should be here, and I should be doing this, then that's what builds those amazing pathways to help you have that success that you deserve. There are many tools and techniques that you can follow, and I am going to be sharing those in future episodes. But for now, I just wanted to share with you that selection of ideas of success accelerators that I feel that if you really focus on them, instead of saying no, you're going to be saying yes. And you're going to be seeing that your potential to build the most amazing, successful business in this industry is there for you. And it will be amazing. And you will get there. And it may be a little bit of a struggle at times. But oh my goodness, the rewards are going to be great. So it is my plan that I am going to be sharing, as well as sharing business tips and new trends and industry news and interviews and all of those kinds of things in this podcast. I'm also going to be focusing on mindset and mindset practices, things to help you grow your own internal intelligence for success. It's something we all need to focus on, no matter where we are in our business or our life. It can bring such benefits. So my mission for my business, but also for this podcast, is to help owners of glamping businesses and unique holiday rentals set up for success and achieve a fulfilling life by turning their passion into profits. So this is helping people to set up their business and also to then go from being where they could be in an overwhelmed place to a fully booked place, so that they can finally start attracting guests with ease. And I believe that to do that, it takes work from both of us. Building a successful business takes time and effort. So I think it's really good that there's a place now where we can share proven strategies to help you get there faster, so you can turn your passion into profits in the future and make this decision of yours to run a business like this one full of strong decisions based on good advice from industry leaders. You have the potential to make something simply amazing. You just need to know where to look to get the information that you need and the tools that you need to make that happen. And remember, there are shortcuts, there are places that you can go so you can jump ahead of that curve before others. And it's all about making sure you do your homework. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this or found it useful, please subscribe so that you never miss a future episode, and leave a review on iTunes. That would be amazing. And also check out the show notes on inspiredcamping.com/podcast. Also, I'm going to be going to the Glamping Summit in California next week. So I'm really looking forward to catching up with all kinds of trends and news and industry leaders about what's going on in this industry. And I will be talking about it here. So keep listening, keep tuning in, subscribe and leave a review. See you soon.